Hello, today I have a very interesting lock here for you today. It's IZIS lock. It's a French pump lock that has a very nice key. It has 5 pins, as you can see. It's a pump lock because when you insert the key, there's a spring-loaded mechanism inside of the key, and you have to push on it, and then you can turn it. And the whole core is hidden deep within the cylinder. There's nothing in here except for the pins, and the actual rotating part is back here. Before I start the pick, I want to show you the range of motion that the lock has in locked position. It's like this, because it's not that obvious when the lock is picked, so I just wanted to show you. So I can prove that actually the lock was picked after I get it done. It has, as I said, 5 pins that are tapered, and that causes a huge issue, or more of an annoyance during the picking process, because you have to set them and push them like a million times before something happens. And the fact that the core is hidden like here makes tensioning a bit difficult, but I use this paper clip. Shout out to Shoutout, who was the first one to pick this lock, and he actually used a similar tool. It's not a paper clip, but the point is the same. So this gets hooked to the back of the lock. This is the thing that actually turns the core. Alright, so one more time, the key works. Let's put this here and start the pick. Please be advised that this is not a spectator friendly pick by any means, because of the tapered pins. Alright, so let's start and find the binding pin. So 1, I pushed him and he's springy. 2, pushed him and he's springy. 3, same here. 4, okay. 5, okay. So this one got pushed and some of the other pins dropped. So basically now I will repeat this process, and as I do that, the drivers are slowly, very slowly making their way towards the shear line. And because they are tapered, you have to do this like a million times. So sometimes you get some new feedback, like a pin that was springy and you pushed the other pins like 10 times, gets resistance all of a sudden. So I just overset number 1. So I will try to release some tension if that's possible. Yes, I did, but of course I lost some other pins. Yeah, and that's the whole point of picking this lock. It's just playing tricks with your mind, and it wants you to think that nothing is happening, but it is. You just have to believe the process. Okay, so this log is very similar to the Polak 7 I picked some time ago, in that the arrangement of the pins is similar. It's also a radial axial lock, but these pins have like a lot more taper on them. So despite there's only 5 of them, it takes a longer time to pick it. Okay, so now I reached a point when it all feels springy, like what the hell is happening? But it's not completely set, so I need to repeat this process. Sometimes, yeah, like now, number 4 gave me a little resistance and then it clicked. sometimes you get this feedback, so that's something to look for, and that's a sign that you're doing something right. Other than that, it's just a question of patience and endurance. Okay, I think I got the lock picked. Yeah, it's picked now. Alright, so let me show you what happened. At the back of the lock, so you can see that this is turned a lot more than it could be possibly turned before. So let's relock it. Okay, so now it doesn't move nearly as much as it was before. Okay, so the key still works. Okay. I will not be cutting this lock because I did it once. This circlip was a real pain in the ass to remove, and I had huge problems reassembling it because the cylinder is very long and the key pins are like here, drivers are here, and if you extract the core there are springs, and then you have to literally fish out the pins with a magnetic pick or a little magnet, and reassembling it was a little bit of pain, so I'm not gonna be doing that, but I can recommend definitely watching Ferrell's video, Ferrell Shooter on YouTube, and he had, I think he had a little bit shorter cylinder, so he did not have so much problems extracting the pins. So yeah, I don't want to damage this lock. So I guess that's all for today. So thank you for watching, and with this one more turn, the key, I say goodbye and see you next time.